Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.
Hello everyone. So today I am going to start a new chapter. It's called banking. Now in this chapter we are going to learn recurring deposit. So first you have to know that what is recurring deposit. And in the recurring deposit there are two things. First one is maturity period and second one is maturity value. Suppose under the scheme, that means recurring deposit, an investor deposit a fixed amount for every month. Okay, an investor deposit a fixed amount in every month for a specific number of months, and on expiry of this period, okay, so specific number of months, and on expiry of this period is called maturity period. Okay, and after the period is over or after the period is expired, then the investor will get an amount. Okay, then the investor will get an amount, and which amount is called maturity value. So now how to find out the interest of the recurring deposit or RD. So suppose here rupees P, suppose rupees P per month is deposited each month for n months at R% per annum. I repeat, suppose rupees P per month is deposited each month for n months, each month for n months at R% per annum. Okay, now then rupees P is deposited in the nth month, will the earned interest for 1 month, and that deposited in n minus 1th month will earn interest for 2 months. I again repeat, suppose rupees P deposited in the nth month, in the nth month will earn interest for 1 month, and that deposited in the n minus 1 month will earn the interest for 2 months. So now we have to find out the principal. To find out the principal, here the formula is rupees principal. Here the formula is rupees P into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, that is the formula to find out the total principal. Now next thing is you have to find out the interest. To find out the interest, here the formula is P into n plus 1 divided by 2 into 1 by 12 into R by 100. That is the formula to find out the interest. Now the last thing, you have to find out the maturity value. That means you have to find out MV, the maturity value. To find out the maturity value, here the formula is P into N plus interest. P into N plus interest. So here these three formula will be needed to solve the problem. Now sum number 1. In sum number 1, Mr. Goswami deposit rupees 1000. Mr. Goswami deposit rupees 1000 every month in recurring deposit account for 3 years at the interest 8% per annum. Then you have to find out the maturity value or MV. Now here deposit per month is rupees 1000. That means here P equal to rupees 1000. Here time equal to 3 years. Now 3 years means 36 months. So here n equal to 36. Now next one, rate equal to 8%. So R equal to 8%. Now first you have to find out the total principal. So to find out the total principal, we have to apply this formula. Here P into n plus 1 by 2. So here principal, that means total principal, that equal to P means 1000 into then n into n plus 1. So 36 into 36 plus 1 divided by 2. So that is the value of P. Now next thing is you have to find out the interest. So here the formula is total principal into 1 by 12 into R by 100. So here interest, first write down the total principal, 36 into 37 by 2. Now next 1 by 12, and the last one interest R by 100. So here 8 by 100. So here 0 0 cancel out. Next 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 2 2 cancel out. So finally 10 into 12 into 37. So 10 into 12 into 37, and that equal to 4440. So here the interest equal to 4440. Now you have to find out MV, that means maturity value. So to find out the MV, formula will be P into N plus interest. So here P equal to 1000, then into N means 36, then plus interest 4440. So that equal to 36000 plus 440, and that equal to 40440. So that is the final answer. Now next, sum number 3. In sum number 3, Kiran deposited rupees 200, that means P equal to rupees 200 per month for 36 months. So here N equal to 36 in a bank recurring deposit account. If the bank pay interest at the rate of 11%, so here R equal to 11% per annum, find the amount she gets on maturity. Okay, so here P equal to 200, N equal to 36 and R equal to 11%. So first you have to find out the principal. So here principal equal to 200 into 36 into 36 plus 1 divided by 2. So that is the total principal. Now next thing you have to find out the interest. So here interest equal to, first write down the total principal, then into 1 by 12 and then 11 by 100. So from that 2 cancel out. So here 3 into 36 into 11. So that equal to 1221. So 1221 is the interest. Now next thing you have to find out the maturity value. So here the maturity value is 200 into, that means P into N. So 200 into 36 plus 1221, and that equal to 8421. Now next, sum number 4. In sum number 4, Hanif has a cumulative bank account and deposits rupees 600 per month. Okay, so here P equal to rupees 600. That means monthly deposit. Here P is the monthly deposit for the period of 4 years. So N equal to 4 years, that means 48 months. If he gets rupees 5880 as interest, so here interest equal to 5880. At the time of maturity, find the rate of interest. That means you have to find out R. So here P equal to 6000. So total deposit, so total principal. So total principal P into, that means 6000 into 48 into 49 by 2. So that equal to total principal. Now according to the formula, as if R is the let R is the interest. Okay, so if R be the interest, then according to the formula of interest, that equal to total principal into 1 by 12 into R by 100, and that equal to 5880. It's given. So here R by 100, that equal to 5880 into 1 by 600 into 2 by 48 into 49 into 12 by 1. Okay, so here 0 cancel out, 4 3. Now if we divide 588 by 49, it becomes 12. So 0 here, 5880, so 120, then 3 divide 40, then 4 divide it's 10. Okay, so here R equal to 10%. That means rate of interest equal to 10%. Now next one, sum number 5. David opened a recurring deposit account in a bank and deposited rupees. So monthly deposited here rupees 300 per month for 2 years. So here n equal to 2 years, and that means 24 months. If he received rupees 7725 at the time of maturity, then here that is 7725 is the maturity value. Then find the rate of interest. So again you have to find out the rate, that is R. So suppose here R is the interest. So first find out the total principal. So here the total principal is 300 into 24 into 25 by 2. So that is the total principal. Then interest according to the formula. So 300 into 24 into 25 by 2. Okay. So 300 into 24 into 25 by 2 into 1 by 12 into R by 100, and that equal to the interest. Okay, so that equal to the interest. Now here MV equal to 7725. Now you know the formula of NV, and that equal to, here the formula of NV equal to P into N plus I. So as MV equal to 7725, here P equal to 300, N equal to 24, then plus this one. So write down this one, 300 into 24 into 25 by 2 into 1 by 12 into R by 100. So here 100, 0, 0 cancel out. Here 12, 2 is 24, 2, 2 cancel out. So here 3 into 25 R. So now here 300 into 24. 300 into 24 plus 3 into 25. So that equal to 7200 plus here 3 into 25, that means 75 R, and that equal to 7725. So from that equation you will get 75 R equal to 7725 minus 7200. So that equal to 525. So from that capital R equal to 525 by 75, and that equal to 7. So here 7% is the answer. Next one, sum number 6. In sum number 6, Mr. Gupta opened a recurring deposit account in a bank. He deposited rupees 2500 per month for 2 years. So here n equal to 24 months. At the time of maturity, he got 67500 as MV. Then find the total interest earned by Mr. Gupta and the rate of interest per annum. That means this problem is as same as sum number 5. So I hope you can solve this problem. Now sum number 7. In sum number 7, Saruk opened a recurring deposit account in a bank and deposited rupees 800. So monthly deposit here 800 for 1.5 years. Okay, so here 1.5 years, n equal to 1 whole half years. That means 12 plus half means 6. So that means 18 months. Okay, now if he received rupees 15084 as the time of maturity, that means here MV equal to 15084, you have to find out the interest per annum. So first that is here 15084 is the total money received, that means maturity value. Now first you have to find out the total principal. So here the total principal equal to P into, so that means 800 into 18 into 19 divided by 2. Okay, now next interest. So here interest equal to total principal into 1 by 12 into R by 100. So that is the interest. Now as maturity value equal to 15084, now if you find out total deposited money, so here total deposited money is 800 into 18. He deposited 800 per month for 18 months. So total deposited money here 14400. Now if you subtract this money from this maturity value, then you can find out the interest. So 15084 subtract 14400 and it will be 684 as interest. Okay, so here 684 as interest. Now according to the problem, you can write this equation is equal to this one. So write down 800 into 18 into 19 by 2 into 1 by 12 into r by 100, that equal to 684. Okay. So in the next line, r by 100, that equal to 684 into 12 by 1 into 2 by 800 into 18 into 19. So 0 0 cancel out. The next one 2, it's 9, then 3 4s are, then 3 3s are. The next one 684 cancel out with 19 and it becomes 36, then 3 divide 36, it becomes 12. So here 12 in 4, now 4 cancel out with 8, it becomes 2, 2 cancel out with 6, it becomes 12, it becomes 6. So here r equal to 6% and that is the answer. Next, sum number 8. Rekha opened a recurring deposit account for 20 months. So here n equal to 20. The rate of interest is 9%. So r equal to 9% and Rekha received rupees 441 as interest. So here interest equal to rupees 441. Now you have to find out the amount Rekha deposited each month. That means you have to find out the value of P. So first find out the total principal. So here total principal, that equal to P into n plus 1, that means 21 by 2. So 10, so 210p, that is the total principal. Now according to formula of interest, that equal to 210p into 1 by 12 into r by 100 and that equal to 441, it's given. So now put down the value of r. Here r equal to 9, so 210p into 1 by 12 into 9 by 100, that equal to 441. So 0 0 cancel out, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9, then here 21p into 3 by 40 equal to 441. So from that, here p equal to 441 into 40 by 3 into 1 by 21. So now 21 cancel out with 441, it becomes 21, then 3 divided by 21 becomes 7. So here p equal to 7 into 40, that equal to 280. So 280 is the answer. Next, sum number 10. In sum number 10, Mr. R.K. Nair gets rupees 6455 at the end of 1 year at the rate of, so here r equal to 14%, here mv equal to 6455 and here time equal to 1 year, that means n equal to 12 month. Find the monthly installment. Suppose the monthly installment is p. So here mv, so mv equal to, the formula will be n into n plus 1 by 2 into 12 into p into r by 100 plus p into n. So in this formula, here mv equal to 6455 and n into n plus 1. So n means 12, n plus 1 13. So 12 into 13 by 2 into 12. Now next p into r. So here p into r means 14 by 100 plus p into 12. So here 12 cancel out. And now next 2 cancel out with 14, it becomes 7. So that means 6455, that equal to 13 into 7. So 91p by 100 plus 12p. Okay, so that equal to 91p plus 1200p divided by 100. So that equal to 1291p by 100. So 6455 equal to 1291p by 100. So from that equation, p equal to 6455 into 100 by 1291, and that equal to 500. So value of p equal to 500. Now the last problem, sum number 11. I hope you like this video. Please share this video with your friends and please subscribe our channel. So here the problem, Smita has a recurring deposit account in a bank of rupees 2000 per month. So monthly deposit p equal to 2000 at the rate of 10% per annum. So r equal to 10%. If she get rupees 83,100 at the time of maturity, that means MV equal to 83,100, then find the total time for which the account was held. That means you have to find out the n months. Okay, so find out the value of n. So first find out the total principal. So here the total principal equal to 2000 into n plus 1 divided by 2. That is the total principal. Now next thing is interest. So here the interest equal to this one into 1 by 12 into r by 100. So now you know the formula of MV, and that equal to p into n plus interest. So here MV equal to 83100. Here p equal to 2000 into n plus interest. Now interest equal to 2000 into n plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 12, and last one r means 10 by 100. So now we have to solve this equation. So it's 2000 n, 0 cancel out. So here 2 is 10. So now 10 into 10. Okay, 10 into 10, that means 100. So 100 n into n plus 1 divided by 12. Now next thing is, if you here LCM equal to 12, so that becomes 2400 n plus 100 n square plus 100 n, and that equal to 83100. So in the next line, 24000 n plus 100 n square plus 100 n, that equal to 83100 into 12. Now if you divided all the terms by 100, it becomes 240 n divided by 100 becomes n square, divided by 100 it becomes n, and divided by 100 it becomes 831 into 12. So now next, here 240 n plus n, so n square plus 241 n, and now 831 into 12. So after multiply you will get 9972. So here n square plus 241 n minus 9972 is a quadratic equation. So now it's solved by middle term factor, and then you will get n plus 277 into n minus 36, that equal to 0. So from that equation, either n equal to minus 277 or n equal to 36. Now as n is the number of month, so it should not be less than 0. That means the value of n equal to 36. That is the right answer.